WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.
Good evening to you guys in Radio Land. It's the one and only DJ Malone, man. Chicago 77.3. The best place to be at on any day, really, man. I got greatness into the building. And, man, I'm trying to tell you, I really like what we've been having here at the Track Meet 2024 Summit, man. Big shouts to Bayer. But we got a special guest into the building, man. Go introduce yourself real quick.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Jay White.
Jay White, what's going on, Joe?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored, bro. How you been overall, though?
Overall, man, I've just been enjoying this weekend overall, man. You know, it's been a good turnout. A lot of people came, showed up, been learning a lot of interesting stuff. So it's been real. Yeah, it's a lot, but they've been making it so, like, you can digest everything, too. So it's been, like, not overwhelming, but overwhelming in a good way. I don't know how to put that right now.
I've been hearing that a lot, man. So let's go ahead into a time machine. How did this all start for you?
For me, okay, so, you know, Bea, she's kind of running this, and I've known Bea since my days in the Navy. You know? Okay. Once upon a time, she was my boss, right? So it's like, nah. But she's always been a good person, and, like, she told me, you know, she had this music bug, and you see how everything's coming together now. It's like, okay, I could see myself helping out in any type of way with that.
Do you now whenever you guys kind of connected, was it like you guys really like music and everything?
Yeah, so, like, you know me, like, I'm a 90s baby.
Okay.
You know, like, she 90s baby too, so, like, she, like, early 90s R&B, that was mostly like how we'd be like, oh, you know this song? She's like, what you know about that song? Man, what you know about this song? And then it'd always be like one of those, like, you remember this song? Nah, I bet you don't remember this song. So it's like one of those type of deals.
Okay, definitely, man. So when did the love for music came in?
For me, that's been since I was little, as long as I can remember. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Right. So, you know, like, I'm from Bed-Stuy. So, you know, it's always like we already got that Biggie everywhere we go. It's like we take that everywhere with us. So it's like when you got the greatest rapper ever you know, from your hood, it's like you automatically you love this.
I never really looked at it from that standpoint. Like from being a person that was from there, how do you view other people viewing Biggie that are not from there?
As long as they don't talk crazy, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, you have your Pac fans like, no, Pac better. Pac is from the East Coast, so it's like those who know, they know. Yeah. So it's like I don't even entertain those conversations.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into you, man. Now, with music-wise for you, what projects you working on right now?
Right now, I have my homeboy, Mr. Pete. I'm also helping him out, you know, little things, still throwing him beats in every now and then, you know. I used to try my hand at rapping, but, like, I think I like the production side a little bit more better.
Okay, that's what's up. FL, what you started out with?
Me? Well, yeah. I think everybody started out with, like, Fruity Loops, you know, back in the high school days. Everybody, little 4-track, you know, back then when you had the free Fruity Loops, you couldn't save it, so you had to do everything and then bounce it out like that. The challenging days, but, like, nah, me personally, I'm a Reason guy. Okay. Like, I like Reason. Whenever I started getting into it, like, that's where I started off in. Okay. I got good. I like Logic too. So, like, Reason and Logic, GarageBand, I mean, it's cool too. Pro Tools, I like it too. Like, but Reason is not more dumbed down, but it is, for me, it's like more basic. Yeah. So it's like, I'm able to use that.
We learned on Logic when I went to school. We learned in Columbia. We learned Logic. We did a little bit of Pro Tools, but Logic and Pro Tools are kind of almost the same thing in a sense. But my other one, my bin go-to is Studio One.
Studio One, okay.
Yeah, that's been my go-to for forever.
See, and that's how I feel about Reason, because it's like I like Pro Tools and, like, every other computer. Like, you go to, like, a studio. Yeah. Most of these studios are all Avid based anyway, so everybody got Pro Tools. But it's like, me personally, like, I feel like I get behind, like, a Reason, and when you load up the Reason, I could do everything there. I don't have to go looking for anything. Like I know where everything is at. That's like I feel like I could do it all right there in Reason.
That's what's up, man. I like this. So, if you could, like, when you're making the beat and everything and doing the production, what sounds are you looking for? What kits do you like?
Me, like I said, since I'm from New York, like I'm boom bap. I'm still boom bap. Like I'm trying my hand at sampling. Like I've done mostly tried the trap stuff too. You know, like that's really good too. But like now everybody's like more so drill based. Yeah. And so I'm trying to find out how I could get better making these drill beats. But me personally, I like to start from scratch. Like I go find a kick, you know, find a MIDI pack somewhere, and I'll just flip it through different samples and see what I like, get what I want.
That's what's up, man. And especially now, like you can grab a drum kit like it ain't nothing nowadays. Yeah. Like, are you opposed to that? Like people like pre-made, or do you really like to just do from scratch, or how do you feel?
I'm not opposed to it. Personally, I just like, well, not like, but like, if you're going to do that, just give it up to like the beat packs that you got, because it's like, it's been a lot of beats that you heard. You be like, I know that sample. I know like, oh, I got that same beat pack, and now this man done got Lil Wayne rapping on this. Like this, he had to make this beat over here, and I got the same tools he has. So I don't look at it as bad, just basically as like another form of inspiration. Like you got people, hey, basic sounds, and now they got $1 million tracks. So it's like, it's really how you work it.
I like that, man. Artist wise, if you could produce produce for anybody, who would it be?
Artist wise, I don't know. Probably like Lil Wayne, just because I know he liked the rap. He liked the rap, or J. Cole.
Okay, Cole go crazy. He go crazy.
Pre-apology.
I ain't mad at that, man. I ain't mad at that. We had the track meet summit. So how it been going for you?
I mean, it's been going. To me, it's better than what I expected. Really, like as far as information, as far as the turnout, like I was like, I like it.
Well,
it's been going good for me.
What do you feel the state of music is right now?
State of music, I feel like we're actually it's better than what it was. Like I say, probably like a couple of years ago, like 3-4 years, like you could tell like the substance was down, but I actually feel like music wise on both sides, girls, guys, like it's starting to pick up. I feel like the girls is running the state of music right now. Like that's what's making the game better, because there's a lot more female artists out there, a lot more different, like everybody, and they're not all rapping about the same thing. I know like social media like to make it seem like that, but nah.
Okay. Who you listening to right now, man?
Shoot, I'm just on that Flo Milli. Like that's what I'm listening to right now, Flo Milli. I like Glorilla, you know. I do it for them too. Okay. Like the Glorillas, the Cardis. Like
I had to catch on to her. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Glorilla?
Yeah, when she first came out, it was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. You know, these girls, anything they could say as a caption, they gonna say that in your head. It's like, it is what it is. You got to learn to love it.
Yeah. In the studio, I know when you produce and everything, what advice could you give to artists from a producer standpoint to help the session go a lot more better?
I would say find a producer that you know can, like, is more so your style. Like, you don't want to be like R&B heavy guy. You're going to work with a trap artist. Like, I mean, a trap producer is like, probably won't find that middle ground. Yeah. But if you got somebody with that kind of soulful backing in their beats and stuff, like, you might be able to find more in common. So basically, I feel like, you know, just the mood, like, you know, you want to be able to have something in common with somebody, like, even if it's something little, be like, oh, hey, you like that, okay, boom, because I feel like, you know, the familiarity.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm saying that right, but, you know, the more familiar you are with a person, you can see, like, okay, like, I know your vibe, I know where you're going, so it makes it easier to communicate.
I think so too. Is also somebody brought this up, but for artists to learn the lingo of like, hey, instead of saying, hey, yo, man, make me sound like this, if you could say, can you put some compress on it or some reverb or something, those words will go a long way because then the engineer, the producer knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, I feel like, but some people don't even, you got to go to class, like, not class, but like, you got to know, because some people don't even, what's that vibration in my voice? Yeah, make it echo? Yeah, okay, yeah. So it's like,
the vibration in my voice. Yeah. Wow. Definitely, man. So, what other things you got coming up, man? Anything on the horizons right now?
No, just in the studio making these beats. Hopefully, get a placement somewhere, man.
Wait, are you living out here or where you?
Nah, I'm from Dago.
Okay, I ain't mad at that. I'm not.
Yeah, living in Dago.
Okay. How you feeling about here? Like,
I love Houston. I always said, like, you know, when it comes time to retirement and everything, like I said, I could see myself retiring in Houston.
There's a lot of people here.
Texas, period, but like Houston.
There's a lot of people here.
It's a lot of people. Y'all traffic's not the best.
Yeah, it's not. No, and that's speaking from a guy from Chicago. Yeah. So, but I do think Houston is going to be, I've been saying it for years, Houston's going to be the next Atlanta.
Yeah.
Just on how the music scene is and entrepreneurial it is. Mm-hmm. So, any other ventures that you got coming up?
Nah, man, just working.
Okay.
Just keep working, man.
Definitely. Where do you find time for you, man? Like the thing?
Me, I mean, shoot, I'm in Houston now. I came out here, been out here for a week, you know. Enjoy, get to be a little mixy.
Okay.
Head back to Dago. Tomorrow? Yeah, I'll be back in Dago tomorrow.
Hey, that's what it
back
is,
like
man.
I never left.
Hey. Well, where can the people find you at, man?
Instagram, you know, X, DNJ, X, you know, don't worry about the X's. That's for the knowns and the unknowns, you know, the guys that came before us, but that's on some 5% type stuff. That's like teachings for another day.
Hey, another day, another trial, they say.
God.
Hey, that's what it is, man. I really want to say I appreciate your knowledge and even coming out here and wanting to learn. A lot of people don't want to learn. They just want to just like, oh, I know everything, or I can go on YouTube. Some things you really have to either go to school or somebody has to really put you on. Mm-hmm. So I respect that about you.
I appreciate that, man.
So before we go, if you can look in the camera, man, and you're going to say your name, and I'm rocking with Chicago 77.3.
Chicago 77.3. All right, this your boy Jay White, a.k.a. DNJ, and I'm rocking with Chicago 773.
Hey, man, make sure you guys stay in tune and everything else like that. Before we go, where did the name come from?
DNJ?
Yeah.
That Ninja James. So it's just walking around school one day, and I guess like everybody knew like James, you know, the Brooklyn kid.
Yeah.
So like just walking, and this girl was like, "Oh, so you done James?" I was like, and everybody was like, "Hey, see, man, I told you." So ever since then, they're like, "Then Ninja James, man." So I just been a ninja since that day.
I like that, man. That's real. Okay, man. Well, this has been one heck of an interview, and like I said, man, it's always a pleasure talking to people such as yourself because it's fun to hear from a different perspective. I've been primarily a DJ, so I've also produced a little bit, dabbled in that, but I have a greater respect for producers because you guys have more patience than I do. I can't deal with that. I just can't. Let me ask you one more thing. If you could, what is your dream like setup? Like if you could have the studio the way that you want it, you had all the money in the world to have the dream setup, what would that be?
Okay. I think I'll kind of keep it like, so if I should have had my phone ready, but like how I have it at my house, like I call it the den.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, you remember Moesha, how she had Andel?
Yeah.
She had the den.
Yeah.
So I call it the den because I got the couches in the back. You know, closet got the studio in it. You know, got the pictures of Biggie in the background and everything. I'll just really have a bigger version of that. Kind of like how, you know, I forgot homie's the producer name. He does a couple YouTube stuff. Like he make it beats and like they'll go in the booth right there in the studio. But yeah, I'll just have like a bigger version of what I have now. Just like more so a chill spot. So you know, like still make it as homely as can be, but we also making beats at the same time.
I ain't mad at that, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, we do appreciate you, man. Make sure you guys stay in tune with everything he got going on. Oh, support. Always support the people that I bring up here. You want to know why? They dope as hell, yo. So let's go ahead and end it like that, man. It's the one and only DJ Malone, Chicago 77.3. We out. Wow.
We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.